everybody. We've got freshman Troy Knight, sophomore Tilton Gloger, and head coach Ted Woodward. Ted, if you just want to give us
I got it for you. Thanks very much. Coach Woodward, opening statements and questions of student athletes. Any questions to Coach Woodward? Thank you.
Yeah, obviously, I thought it was very important for us to get out to a very good start against StonyBrook. We know how physical they are, athletic, deep, obviously an awfully good basketball team. Early in the game, I thought they did a tremendous job defensively, really kind of took us out of our rhythm, took us out of some of the things that I thought we needed to do. We needed to break the ice a few times, kind of allowed them to get into transition. Early in the game, I think we were 2 for 7 or something like that from the floor, and we needed a couple of those shots to go down, but give them a lot of credit. They're a classy organization. They play extremely hard in the defensive end. It's critical to have possessions on their side against them. They do a great job in the plus-minus turnover department and also off the glass. And that was a huge key for us going into the game. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get that on our side, in particular in the first half. Very difficult to give a team like that a 10 to 15-point advantage on playing uphill basketball. I'm sure they'll be a serious contender for the league title. Obviously, we're disappointed. We would have liked to have played a little bit better, particularly on the offensive end. That's probably one of the toughest offensive performances we have. Like I said, give them a lot of credit. They physically really took us out of a lot of things that we've been doing and really wanted to do throughout the course of the game.
Okay, questions for student athletes?
Hi, for either of you, Xavier's foul trouble, you only played 25 minutes. How much of a factor do you feel like that was in your whole offensive flow?
Out, we have to find another way to score the ball, and we share it. So it wasn't that big of a difference, but we just played through it.
Till, it seems like you've really been playing your best basketball down the stretch. You had a monster game against StonyBrook, you had a monster game against UMass Lowell. Have things just started to click, or what's happened that it seems like you've really come on as of late?
I don't know. It's really was tough today against StonyBrook. We didn't start good in the game, so it was difficult for me to get good shots up. And then I struggled. Didn't get the shots I wanted. So there was a difference in the other games where I scored, played better than today. It's a difference, I would say.
For either of you, you have everybody coming back, no seniors in this team. Is that something to build on as you go look at next year, the fact that you got your whole spot coming back?
Definitely. I think next year will be much stronger because of the chemistry, and we played well together at points, and we showed that we could play basketball against anyone in the American East. And I think next year will be a really big deal for us coming back after the championship.
Thanks a lot. Questions for the coach now?
Coach, what happened defensively with you guys? It seemed like you tried to apply some pressure, they got through it. You tried to play half court, they got the ball inside. Is it a hard matchup for you guys?
Well, they're awfully good. They're so balanced in the offensive end. Obviously, Warney is a guy that Player of the Year in the league for a reason, and they're so well balanced with their other guards, including their depth. Purefoy, Jackson, Coley. It really makes you extend and gives them good balance. You really have to cover all 5 positions. Our whole key in that game, we don't want the ball to get into the paint. We went through the last couple of games against them, and we know that they have very capable 3-point shooters, but at the same time, they score layups. They score layups a lot. They get them in transition. They get them off of offensive rebounds. They get to the free throw line a lot, and we really wanted to try to wall up on our defensive end, not allowing them in there. And obviously, that's a difficult thing to do because they are quick and they're very strong. Warney gets great post position. I thought he got a lot of great post position in the game tonight. Made some tough shots like he's been making all year. But that was really our key going in. At the same time, we really didn't want them to get in transition. And we had some shots in the first half. Even a couple around the basket, some layups that we've been making, and we shot a decent percentage all the way through the course of the year. was hard for us to set our defense at that point. And you mix the transition along with some of the balance that they have on the offensive end. I got a lot of respect for their guards. I got a lot of respect for their inside guys. They're a very well-coached basketball team, very talented team. And I know they've had some of their ups and downs, in particular in the last 3 or 4 weeks. But that's a Stony Brook team that was the one team that beat Vermont early in the year. It's extremely talented, and when they really play hard together the way they did today with a single purpose, especially on the defensive end. Last year they were the best defensive team in the league by far. They've kind of been up and down with some of that this year. We were fortunate a couple weeks ago, shot 54% against them. We did a lot of the same things, but we missed a few of those shots, and at the same time they kind of physically got to some of the positions that we were able to slip into last time. So give them credit, but I think it really had as much to do with our offense not scoring and not being able to set our defense as us going through the entire defense.
This is about a poor performance you guys have had this year.
Well, poor performances. Yeah, I mean, obviously we struggled, and but like I said, they had a lot to do with it. They were very physical on our guards. I thought on the interior, they really helped down on the post. They do a great job blocking shots. I mean, they had, I don't know how many block shots, I haven't seen a box score yet, but they had some significant block shots. As we were going to the basket in the first half and in transition, and so not being able to break the ice in some of those scenarios. Certainly with Zarko being out, we didn't have as much, of a stretch threat to be able to open up some of the interior for us. But I still thought, we were trying to do some of the things we normally do, get the ball to tail, get into the basket. They did a great job rotating, and unfortunately, we did have a few too many turnovers, in particular in the first half. Missed some of the shots that we've been making, and when you put that together with them getting in transition and getting some extra possessions, that's a dangerous thing.
One question I guess I probably have to ask, are you concerned at all about your future?
I mean, this is a team I've enjoyed coaching all the way through, and those things are out of my hands. So this has been a team that's honestly been a tremendous pleasure to coach. I know we would have liked to have certainly won some more games, but these guys come to work every single day. They work hard. They got good chemistry. So it's been enjoyable working with them. I think we got some things that we can do in the future. I think guys got a lot of potential moving forward, and I'm just focused on our basketball team.
One last question, if you can.
I asked Till kind of the same thing. He seems like he's really kind of turned a corner down the stretch and been playing some very, very good basketball. Is there anything that you've seen from him? Is he just kind of clicking and putting it together? Or?
No question. I think Till was a guy last year on our inside, which is a place where we're extremely inexperienced right now. We lost 2 starters last year who played 30-plus minutes a game. And Till was a guy who kind of got his 14, 15 minutes a game. We always knew he had the ability to score around the basket and rebound and do those things. And, but we really haven't had a lot of experience in that position in the beginning of the year. And Ethan Mackey did a great job as well stepping in for us this year. So Till, as the year went on, you could just see his confidence grow. I think he was able to kind of find his niche along with our guards. He's as good a mid-range jump shooter as I've seen in the post position. And, I think he got into a nice chemistry flow with some of our guards, in particular Xavier Pollard. We're able to kind of really establish themselves as kind of our go-to guys where everybody else played off them. But, this is, if you look at some of the guys we've had in the past who have become very good post players, Troy Barney, some of those other guys, it's a natural progression for post guys. They, really continue to build their bodies and the different things that they have to do in the off season. I mean, if you look at pictures of Till last year at this time and now, he's certainly got a lot stronger. He's confident. He knows his game. He knows the things he can do at this level. And he's done a tremendous job for us, in particular in the month of February. And I think, his best days are continue to be ahead of him, but he shoots a very high percentage. He's extremely efficient. He's got a great IQ and understanding how to play. And he does a great job for us as a leader, even on this team, in the locker room and certainly off the court as well. But he's had a great sequence, and particularly these last 5 or 6 weeks, and I think you're going to continue to see more of him.
Thanks a lot, Coach.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.